And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 8. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Chandler Jones providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Divine Diablo there to make the stop. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week, they're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
95, 95. Hey, hey. 50, 50, 50.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
Now back to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. The Raiders at 4-10 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Black 40. Ultra.
On second down, Jacobs. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, dude. Let's get off the field. Check smash. Check. Crouch. Check 26.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check, strike it.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's go. 32.
57 mark. 57 mark. Standing situation. Let's go.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On first down, Wilson being chased out left. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
On second down, Cash. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Here's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. 10 more there and another first down.
14.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cash. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
14. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Let's go.
Up the middle they go. Cash.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As a nice run there gets them down to the 6-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now it's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, go steal. Red, cycle.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Down, black, 95. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They start the second half here with Williams. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Boswell for the extra point. And it's 21-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Do what you
do. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this to Bell. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
So now, 53. Striker, 3-3. Slide through.
Check back 34. Check, 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 check.
Ready, go.
Looking to throw.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Switch up. Switch up.
Black shot. Set hut.
He'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Cash. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they open the lead up now to 25. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
You know what's coming. You know what's coming.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs.
On the move past the 40. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a big play there for Vegas.
42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Smash, smash. Ready.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Hurry. Hey, check mega. Ready.
Jacobs again. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Wilson. That's complete to John Ross. Down the sideline he goes. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Denver, and even 50 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. Cash. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Steal. Check steal. Ultra. Go ultra. Ready, go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Here we go. Set. Black. 95. Smash. Red.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Now a handoff up the middle. Cash. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down now. Cash. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Caught here by Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throw complete to Bell.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Drill green.
They're going to look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on fourth down. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And down to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third down, Cash. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
On second down, Cash. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. They go play action with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort, really well executed. Congratulations to them.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Ready. 10 flat. 43 rail. Ready.
And they will take a knee here.